Ready?
I'm getting thick. You see this shit? Seriously, you see this shit?
Yeah.
I was never this thick in my pants. I'm getting fat. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, this is common.
Good.
I'm trying to like make it a gay thing. I'm trying to say like seriously, like, I'm getting fucking big. Like, this shit crazy. This weight is going to some crazy places. Titties and shit. Nah, for real, pecs are beautiful when on niggas like.
Hi everybody and welcome to First Class TV. I am your co-host Sydney Elise and I'm sitting here with my best friend that just so happens to be getting thick.
Pause. Getting healthy.
What have you been eating? What's the regimen?
Protein shake, peanut butter and jelly.
How many peanut butter and jellies do you eat a day?
If I don't have to share it with City, it's 2.
I like peanut butter and jellies.
Yeah, you know. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what we got going on right now.
But before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, tag, tell a friend, and tell another friend that you guys like watching First Class TV.
Bring your mother to the channel.
Yes, and we like feedback. So if anything, just make sure you give us feedback. Good feedback, negative feedback, just let us know what you guys want to talk about. So today, the topic is unpopular opinions. A lot of people didn't know what an unpopular opinion was when I asked them about it. And I find it a little weird because literally everybody has an opinion.
Yep.
What?
I don't have an opinion right now. Why are you trying to like press me? You got a lot of stuff to talk about as an opinion. I don't have an opinion right now.
Okay, you don't have to have an opinion right now. But, so just a disclaimer. Some of these opinions we got from Facebook. Some of these are not our opinions.
These are not our opinions.
Some of them are our opinions, but some of them are not our opinions. It's a
I guess
50-50, I guess. So we're just gonna jump right in. The first one is biracial couples.
Biracial.
How do you feel about biracial couples?
I mean, let's start with it. Is it yes or a no for it? Like, are you for it, anti, or are you pro?
I'm anti biracial couples. I don't agree with biracial couples. And my opinion is because if I have a black son, how is a white man or an Asian man gonna teach my son how to be a black man? No?
But you said your son. You talking about? I'm confused.
So I'm thinking long term. I think longevity. Like when I talk to somebody, I think about marriage. That's how deep it goes. So after marriage comes a kid in a baby carriage, and then there's my black son. And a white man can't teach my black son how to be a black man. So let's just nip it in the bud and stick to your race.
Why would a white man, a white man teach your black son when you already have but he's half black and you're trying to say, well, you married that person.
No, he's black. Obama is black.
I get what you're saying now, because I'm trying to figure out where is this bloodline going down. So you're saying yourself, your preference.
My preference is a no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no.
But if that's your business, if you want to date outside your race, go ahead and do it. But me, if he can't use my comb, I'm not bringing him home. Unless he's bald.
I think I'm with it.
Except for you.
I'm with it. I'm pro.
You're pro biracial couple.
Yeah.
You are. You date a lot of Spanish girls.
Spanish is, a lot of us try to separate them. They are kind of black.
It's funny because the next one says that Spanish isn't black.
Yeah. But like to tie into that, like I'm not with the white man marrying a black woman. But,
so.
But now you're right. No, honestly, I'm with it all. Love is love.
Okay.
Love is love.
Okay.
Love is love. Finances is love. Everything you do it your way.
But personally,
I just don't.
At this day and age in 2020, I'm not attracted to the opposite sex.
There's some pretty cute white women out there. It's a cute lot, No. But like I said, Hispanic, I'm all for it. They're black.
You think Hispanics are black?
Yeah.
I personally don't think Hispanics are black.
Versus some.
However, I get that, we all come from Africa.
Yeah.
And we were seasoned when we went to like the Caribbean, and that's why, Haiti and Dominican Republic is on the same island. However, if you ask a Dominican if they're black, They will say no, but they're on the same island as Haiti.
Depends on the Dominican, because I know some Dominicans that they claim black, some Dominicans don't. But it depends on like how deep in his Spanish culture they're feeling.
Like even I work with Cubans, and they would never say that they came from Africa. They would say that they came from Spain, and that everybody that was in Spain, they were like prisoners, and they put all the prisoners on a ship, and they sent them to Colombia. That's what she told me. She never once said that she came from Africa and she was black. So I think that if you can't say I'm black, then if you don't identify as black, you're Spanish. Spanish isn't black.
That's fine. I mean, but I'm saying they're black, in my opinion.
In your opinion, they're black.
Yes.
Okay.
Some of them.
All right. What about telling people how to raise their kids when they don't have kids, and then other people telling people how to be in a relationship when they don't have a relationship?
I'm pro both. I'm pro and anti relationship wise. If you're telling somebody how to be in a relationship when you've never been in a relationship.
Okay.
But I'm pro telling people how to raise their kids when they don't have kids, because a lot of times you can see things that a parent's not looking at the same way. Because they get away with murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you allow a child to get away with murder sometimes. And
it does take a village to raise a child.
Right,
okay.
Like I said, I don't know about telling somebody about their relationship. Yeah.
So that's enough.
Yeah, you can't tell somebody how to. If you never felt in love or you never felt that passion towards something, you can't tell nobody how to.
So what if you're a love expert and you're single?
If you're a love expert and you're single, that means you just don't want to be. I mean, that's good. I mean, you know what you're doing. If you're a love expert, you're talking about like Hitch type situation.
Yeah.
It take a minute for somebody like that to find the love.
Okay, but you do think. But he was telling people how to be in a relationship.
He was hurt one point in time. He never played with love. Like he wasn't. Now it's different to be a player and know how to like manipulate the feeling of love. But it's another way like to use it for a positive like you know what I'm saying? He was using it for positive gain. It wasn't nothing bad he was trying to gain from it. So I like the movie Hitch. Good job, Will Smith.
Alright, now what about plastic surgery? Some people say that when you get plastic surgery, it's like self-hate and you don't love yourself.
I'm pro it. I'm pro. What's you? I'm pro.
Of course you're pro plastic surgery.
It's not me to tell you how to get it there, how to get to what you're feeling about yourself.
It was funny when this was mentioned because the girl mentioned this on Facebook. She commented on my Facebook. And it was funny because I had plastic surgery before and not a lot of people know it.
Right.
I got my boobs done and I love them.
Right. I mean, it wasn't like you were on, of course you probably, it was your personal.
It was my personal preference.
You didn't do it because other people were making you feel
nobody never said anything about my boobs.
It was you.
It was me.
And that's what I'm with. I'm not with it if you.
Because I look like I breastfed and I never even had kids before.
It was that bad?
It wasn't. Okay, no, it wasn't.
Oh, it was that bad.
It just was.
Now I know.
I don't know. It just. I don't have to wear bras now. Period.
It's a blessing.
So if
you can do it.
Right. If you can afford it, if you have the health insurance.
And don't do it the wrong way. I'm not.
And do it for the right reasons. Do it because you want to get it done. I don't think that plastic surgery is self-hate.
Don't do it wrong. Please go to the right person.
Okay. Old people don't need to work in retail and they don't need to drive.
What's wrong with old people working in retail?
Again, this actually came from Phanasia Riley.
Okay.
And she was in Walmart, so I'm pretty sure somebody in Walmart
pissed her off.
But she said that old people don't need to work in retail. Now, I do, sometimes some old people, I don't think that they need to drive.
I mean, but you gotta think about it. That's like saying.
But they need to keep their youngness.
But that's messed up, right? Let's talk about it, right? When you get old and somebody wants to take away your keys. That's like one of the last, like.
So my Maserati or the Bentley? Which one?
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not taking the Bentley.
They're taking your keys. They're telling you cannot drive anymore.
But if I'm 80 and I have glasses and I don't want to wear my glasses, no, somebody take my keys.
No, that's the difference. That's like saying if you're drunk and you can. Yeah, I agree, but that's not the same thing. People want to take away their keys before it's time. Like that's one of the last stands as a grown up for them to feel like
I remember
they have control.
My great grandfather, he used to pick me up from school every single day, and when I tell you, it felt like the longest ride of my life.
30 miles per hour.
30 miles an hour, but it's just I miss him. I love him. Yeah. But yeah, that was like a memory when she said they.
He got you there safely though. Think about it.
I was safe. I was so safe. I was too safe. Okay. You shouldn't wear clothes that don't fit your body type and call it positivity. I kind of agree with this one. I think we make clothes.
I don't know. I'm almost withhold from this one. I don't get it. Like, I can't speak on it because it's like I can see like how somebody can fit in some small ass clothes and then it's like they're big as ever.
Like that's not your size. That's what I'm saying. That's not your size. They make larges and extra larges for a reason.
But what if?
Even me, sometimes I wear clothes that are too big because I just think that that's how it's supposed to be.
And what if they think about it? That's not how it's supposed to be.
It's not.
It's not supposed to be.
It's not. Everybody wear clothes that fit your body. That's it.
And if it doesn't fit, you should try to like figure out how to get your body to fit in there, right? I mean, that's when I'm starting to think out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean,
because why do they do?
You can either buy if it's too big.
Why do they?
Because I have to buy smaller stuff. I buy big things because I think I'm bigger than what I really am. So I buy bigger sizes. So I need to buy smaller sizes.
That's fine, but I'm thinking about the person that buys smaller when they need to buy bigger.
Okay, then
why do you think they do that? It's a psychological.
It's self-conscious. They might think that that's their size. They might think it's appealing because nobody is telling them it's not.
Like them little dresses when they have their gut and all that stuff hanging out. I don't know. Let's keep going, but I don't think you should do it. Hey, you do what you want, sweetheart. You think that's the man gonna tap you on the shoulder? Show what you got.
All right. So another opinion is don't go to college and work for the white man. Be an entrepreneur, but don't have any product to sell and don't have anything to show for your business. Do you get that one?
Okay, let me read that again. Don't go to college and work for the white man.
Mm-hmm.
Be an entrepreneur with no product and sell, nothing to show
for your business. So basically, okay. So when people say you shouldn't go to college and work for the white man, you need to open up a business.
You need to do it yourself.
But they don't have a business. They don't have anything to show for.
It's their opinion.
And they don't have anything. Yeah, this is someone
just outside looking in.
Yes, their opinion.
That they don't even know.
Right. Don't go to college because you should open up your own business and do X, Y, and Z.
We don't take advice from people that don't know nothing. So I'm anti that opinion.
And I don't think everybody needs to go to college. That could be another unpopular opinion. I don't think everyone needs to go to college, but I do think you learn very good social skills that you can utilize throughout your life.
All my kids are going to college.
If you don't want to go to college, you don't have to go to college.
You gotta go to college in this house.
To each his own. Right. What about your vote doesn't count? When it's election time.
Your vote counts. It does. Mm-hmm. And you're in the right county, district, everything. But it does count. I don't think your vote don't count. That's dumb as hell.
I think that your vote does count and it always counts. However, I think it counts even more during the little elections.
Yeah.
For like the Senate, the mayor, things like that. And then I believe that once you voted small, it's like a compound effect. Once you vote small, because you wanted
vote small. Once your vote is one person, so you're saying like as a group, once you get that person built up to the place where they need to be, they vote very big for you. That's what you're trying to say.
Correct.
I agree. The small elections do mean more than what you're going. So that's smart.
Okay. What about when people don't dress nice, they don't have any money? Because personally,
don't judge a book by its cover.
I don't think you should, but sometimes I do glance at people's shoes to see what's on their feet, and then I might judge.
Well, like, if you look at fashion now, all the shoes look scuffed.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not buying shoes that look like my dad wore them in high school to play basketball.
But at the same time, when somebody's like It's another unpopular opinion. If you're keeping yourself to the point where it's too clean, it's like, who are you? Like, who do you think you just
overdressed?
Yeah,
like you're too sedity.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, there's a stuff on my shit.
No, I just think that you should dress for the job that you want. So you should look appealing.
All right, okay.
That's it.
Got it.
Okay, now this one says FTK. Do you know what FTK means?
No,
it means fuck them kids. And then she put no LOL because she's not laughing. Fuck them kids. You never heard that saying?
I have definitely heard this saying. I think that's a black saying.
She said that was an unpopular opinion because some people don't say F the kids, but she's definitely saying F the kids. But now it's crazy. You can't even really listen.
I'm against that.
It's funny. What about talking about your salary and your credit score? Is very tacky. Do you think it's tacky to discuss that?
I mean, in the workplace, you should keep that to yourself because you might make another person feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
I did that once and I didn't realize what I was doing, and I was like, found out I made more than people in my that were on the same tier as me, and then it was like, oh, yo, you should kind of that's kind of rude. Found out later on it was like a rude thing to say. Then they were like asking for raises and all this shit, like, why is he making more? And all this shit. So yeah, it is kind of like tacky. So I'm anti that. You should keep that to yourself unless you are really close.
Okay. The coronavirus is a scam and it's not for black people.
Anti that statement. Coronavirus. Okay.
Wash your hands.
Let's split it up. I'm anti that is not for black people because let your little black ass get caught with the disease and you be like, oh. It is for black people. But I was trying to be unsafe and thinking that I was going to get past it. But I am I'm pro that it is a scam. I believe it is a scam. Like, I believe it was something created in the government and all this stuff. I do believe in that. There's viruses. How did they get created? It was man-made. They created it. You know what I'm saying? Any lab. So how did it get out? By a man that did it on purpose. Like, there's no way about it. You know what I'm saying? So yes. It is a scam.
Okay. So far, I've heard that I haven't heard any cases of African American people getting the coronavirus. However, I did hear one case with a man in Africa got the virus, but he was from Germany. So, again, I'm not a scientist.
They don't really be washing their hands out there in Germany.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not not a researcher. I'm just saying.
I got the bathroom.
Okay. What about you shouldn't give up your seat for a pregnant person? I think that's so rude.
I mean, I'm giving up my seat to a pregnant person. Like, you're not gonna ask me. I'm a gentleman, so.
Yeah. First of all, I'm heavy.
Once I look at your cankles, I'm giving my seat up to you.
Pregnant people are really heavy. So you should definitely give up your seat.
I look at old people when I look at their cankles. She don't got healthy cankles and let her sit down too. Her shoes are not orthopedic shoes. She can sit down.
So it's levels to old people?
No. I just that's just one of those things I do when I'm on like the bus or a train or like when I'm in the airport catching that little train thing. Okay. I look down at their feet and see if they got like cankles and then if they got orthopedic shoes.
Okay.
Because old people, they need to sit down more than you do.
True. Very true. So, watching people eat and the mukbangs. Do you like that?
What is the mukbangs?
When people eat those big things of seafood and they dip it in the sauce and they and the food be flying and be eating and talking and eating. You know what?
I know you're talking about now. What about them? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Some people, their opinion is they don't like that.
I mean, it's not for you. I'm pro. Go do your thing. You getting paid to eat shit in front of people for nothing.
On YouTube.
Shoot, right? I'ma do it. We gonna try it too. Shoot, and you don't like it, you ain't gotta watch it. Cause I'ma eat. If it's good, you know what I'm saying. They making me understand why I might want that today.
Right, cause I want to try that B-Love sauce.
What's the B-Love sauce? I don't know.
I'll show you.
Yeah, show me.
Okay, what about having a baby when the man isn't ready?
I'm anti that. You shouldn't do that, is what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't do that. I mean, if somebody's not ready for a child, you shouldn't force it. But that's just, everybody's opinion is everyone's opinion. Because a lot of women get trapped, and a lot of men get trapped, and a lot of people just get fucked over in the whole situation. But, you know, everybody's ready at their own time. Just know who you're dealing with.
Right.
So it's not that big of a deal.
I feel like if someone isn't ready, you shouldn't pressure them into being more ready than they actually are, especially if they were vocal and they communicated that with you.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Because that's like pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Child support. Personally, I think child support is wrong because you're only going to get about $300 a month.
I mean, yeah. But what if they're not? Okay, go ahead.
However, I feel like if someone's active in a child's life, like picking up, dropping off, clothes, food, bill money, everything. If you're active in a child's life, then there's no need to be put on child support. Now, if you're just a deadbeat, you don't do anything, you don't want to help, then you know what? You might just get put on child support just because you don't do anything. But really, all in all, child support I think is a scam because $300 a month ain't shit.
I mean, that's just the lowest tier. Think about the people that's like, you know, up there in the bag, and it's like they used to live a certain standard of life, and then they get that child support that's within that $2,000, $5,000 a month. Child support isn't a scam to them. It is a scam. It's still a scam, but that's a big bag.
That's a whole different type of ball game right there.
But that's what
when we start talking about how I was living before, and then we break up, and I want to keep that same lifestyle. That's completely different.
That's what child support consists of too.
Okay.
That child's supposed to still be able to keep that same consistency.
This all in all, this all goes into unmarried people having kids.
Yeah. But like I said, child support, right? I think that you shouldn't. I'm anti-child support because some people are forced into a relationship or having a child, and then they get put on child support, but they didn't want the child in the beginning, but they get put on child support because they have to. They have a child with somebody that doesn't want to have a child.
That's
like Future, you know?
Yeah.
Because he didn't want a child with her. She's put it like, okay, of course.
But it does take two to tango.
Made a mistake though. But you getting somebody's capitalizing on your mistake. I hate that. I don't like people that get capitalized on your mistakes. So child support, that's messed up. Now it's one thing to have a child and then let them child to grow up, whatever, and it's good towards the kid. But it's fucked up.
My friend on Facebook said that people that make less than $50K a year should not have kids. And she said that $50K was only being generous. And I said, well, damn.
I mean, think about it. There's people that have like 4 or 5 kids, like outside of our race. I mean, like even in our race, and they live off of like a $30,000 salary.
How?
We don't know. We don't know. Government support. I don't know how, but they do
How?
it. So I know it's not impossible. I know a child's life can be great just off of like a 2-parent home with like $100K bringing in, but I'm pro. I mean, you can have a child and live within your means. It's not that bad. So.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't, because I ain't made $50K this year.
So, I mean, yeah.
But then again, I don't have kids.
But think about it. If you did have a kid, you could probably still sustain this life.
No.
Nah, she got a bougie kid coming through. I heard it. Got it.
Okay, so someone said Beyonce is a better performer than Michael Jackson. Now we're talking about icons. We're talking about the greats.
I'm just gonna say Michael Jackson is the GOAT. So Beyonce, she's cool, but I can't compare Beyonce to Mike. Mike Jack was that man. He paved the way for a lot of things. So I mean, he came before her. So I'm going with Mike.
Okay. This one I agree with. Aaliyah is more famous after her death.
You think so?
Yes. Plus, she came out with that CD.
I don't know. I just feel some
Rock the Boat.
I feel some type of way, all that R. Kelly stuff.
What? We're talking about her music. Why are you talking about R. Kelly?
Because he wrote a lot of her music.
So you feel away because R. Kelly wrote her music?
No, because she was. You know,
so,
we all know.
So is R. Kelly canceled? This could be
yeah, he is.
R. Kelly is canceled.
Yeah, you can't listen to R. Kelly to a certain.
No, he's not.
He is kind of canceled.
R. Kelly is not canceled.
I mean, I'm still rock.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong.
Man, it's sick. If that was your daughter,
we checked in the closet. He checked in the closet.
That was weird.
He pulled back the cover.
Alright, let's move
oh
forward.
my God, a rubber.
Cause you just sick with this one.
I really do love R. Kelly. All right, cool. Okay, so Nicki Minaj is better than Lil' Kim. Do you agree or disagree?
Trina, I don't care about nothing.
Trina, that's Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
Trina.
Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
Trina.
You can't pick Trina. We're not talking about the baddest.
That's what we talking about. Exactly. Talk about Trina.
I say Lil' Kim because there would be no Trina without Lil' Kim. Yep.
You think so?
Yep, I know so.
Man, whatever.
Lil' Kim is the GOAT. If you just pick Michael Jackson over Beyonce because Michael Jackson paved the way,
but cool.
Then we're gonna pick Lil' Kim
she would have came
over Trina because Lil' Kim paved the way. Nobody get more nasty than my bitch Kim, okay?
She was forced. She was put into that role. Somebody picked that role for her.
Who?
Biggie.
Oh, you said the nasty role?
Yes.
And she played it very well. And she played it very well.
Duh. Man, nah,
do what you do to get the bag, sis.
Whatever, Trina.
Okay, so attending jury duty is a scam.
I don't know how to scam.
I don't know. I've never actually. I don't even think jury knows where I live.
You gotta relax, cause next thing you know, you get a summons.
I would go to jury duty. I would want it to be like a murder mystery or
sometimes it's like
a celebrity crime, something interesting.
So lit, right? But sometimes I don't even get that far.
Video games are for lazy people. Personally, I agree.
I don't think it's for lazy people. Even though I don't play video games, I don't think it's for lazy people.
I was told that sometimes people play video games as an outlet.
Yeah.
Just like smoking weed is an outlet, painting is an outlet. However, I do think that video games is a terrible outlet.
I don't know. I think think about it. You're going into a world where it's like built off of like, you know, you don't know what's happening next. It's like a movie. That's what video games are. It's supposed to take your mind off things, let you put yourself into something else, somebody else's shoes for a moment.
I like Netflix.
That's a waste of time.
Having to wash your hair before you go to the hair salon. This grinds my gears. I think it is so dumb. Why do I have to wash my hair before I go to the hair salon?
Because you're paying for that service, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
You should wash my hair for me. Don't tell me to come wash them blow dry. Who even said I own a blow dryer?
That's what you're paying is wash. I mean, if you're paying for that service, that's what you should deserve that. So I'm with you.
All right. The Kardashians are witches. I don't really understand how. I think people just look at them because they dated a lot of black men or people of art, you know, and they soul snatchers.
They did, you know, flip it, tumble them, and do some stuff to them that we don't even understand. And yeah, but I mean,
Kim is a genius. I will say that.
I'm not against them. I'm not against them. I can't hate the player. You gotta hate the game.
Freedom of speech isn't free.
Freedom of speech isn't free.
You agree?
Yeah, you lose your life for saying something.
You're absolutely right, because I was listening to Dr. Umar today, and I just was saying to myself, I really hope he does not get killed.
Yeah, you lose your life. You gotta make sure you get stuff put around.
Okay. PDA is gross, so public display of affection is gross.
I like PDA to a certain extent.
Elaborate. What extent? So are you tonguing them down in the McDonald's parking lot in front of everybody?
It's the parking lot. What's wrong with that?
So you just tongue people down?
It's not like it's in the restaurant where I'm like in front of everybody standing up and getting my McDouble. And
okay, yeah, you're at the line getting a McDouble and tonguing down shorty.
I think that's a little excessive. But if you love that person and that's something you want to do with them, then you should do what you want with that person. Wherever you want to feel comfortable. Now, if you out here having, you know, getting other things
about groping in public.
Men, people do that all the time. But it isn't professional. If you're at a ball or a gala or something like that, you gotta be conservative about how you put your hands in where you do it sometimes, because other people are paying attention to that. And then of course it's like fun between the two of you, but you gotta be careful. Because other people get their own opinions, and then they just started thinking like, oh, this man is such a sexist, or you're dominant, and then they start to like recreate their own opinions.
Or y'all just freaks and y'all need to get a room. That's what other people might think too.
That's fine. I mean, everybody's a freak within their own means.
Social media is destroying communication. I agree with this one.
I disagree.
I agree, because a lot of people don't know how to communicate face to face. They need a phone in between them to talk. I believe that social media is very good for networking and marketing to meet new people. However, I think that social media does hinder a lot of communication skills.
I feel like a lot of people have been meeting off of like sites. Like
everybody meets off of sites now.
I mean, yeah, but like it's bringing people together.
Like dating online is the norm.
Yeah. People can't be like, you can't, some people say, like, for example, you were in this certain bubble and you like the anime or like whatever, like cartoons, and you are around like a million people that don't, and then you find out this person across in Korea likes the same anime as you, and then y'all start getting in contact, and then y'all see how cute each other are. They bring people together. Communication. And that's like, how would you ever be able to get there if social media wasn't that connection?
But I do think that social media is blurring the facts.
I think if
like
you're saying,
you can pretend to be someone else on social media, and you're a fraud in real life.
You can be a catfish, but like I said,
that's what I mean by destroying communication. Now we're talking about networking and meeting new people. Okay, cool. Social media is great, but I'm talking about in real life.
But you're saying, I don't think it's destroying communication. I think it's bringing stuff together. It's you. Stop blaming other outlets. It's you. You. Can't blame other things. That's the problem. We always want to blame something. Can't blame it. So I'm anti.
Okay, so people pay too much attention to other people's business. That's a fact. I don't even think that's an opinion.
I mean, because that's what TV is. Reality TV is.
Yeah, reality TV.
That's what they're making $1 million off of. Like, I can't watch none of that stuff because it's just sick. Like,
some of it is draining. Like, I can't watch Love and Hip Hop anymore because I just feel like we do not act like this.
Yeah, they try to really like personify something that we're not.
But now, if you would have caught me Love and Hip Hop when Chrissy was on it, New York, the old one, and when Stevie and Jocelyn was on it, I was definitely on. That was lit.
But that was all bullshit too, though. But that was lit. That was a good time to watch it. I'm not gonna go against it. Like, it was all of it's good, but that was a funny ass time to watch it. I think I even caught a couple episodes back then.
Alright.
Cause Stevie was jokes.
Don't send me back to the strip club, Stevie.
And she making a bag right now.
She is. She has her own show.
She came up.
Right. So that concludes this episode of Unpopular Opinions. I hope you guys have some more opinions that you want to leave in the comment box. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tag, tell a friend, and tell another friend that you like watching First Class TV.
For all those that felt like we said something that might offend you, oh well! It's our opinion. Just saying.
Yeah, it's not facts. Some of them aren't even our opinions. We got them from Facebook.
It was her opinion. She put it all together. She capped it right now.
No, I asked Facebook. I asked Facebook for some opinions, and I asked a lot of people.
Whatever.
But we're gonna leave them anonymous.
We loved it. Great job. See you guys.
Wait. What's the inspirational quote?
You're the reason you are the reason your life has turned out as it is. Okay. You are the reason your life has turned out the way it is. So, that's who wrote that?
It's an opinion. You get it?
Okay. Like I said, yeah. You can't blame nobody but yourself. That's basically what the quote is.
Right, it's an opinion.
Yeah.